Hey everyone, this is Lolo Reddy from Abstrakt Music Lab, and today I'm back here in the sound design series. Today we're creating the bass stab from Running by Anima, and it sounds like this. If you want to listen with the rolling bass, and if you want to compare to the original, it's not a carbon copy, but I'm really happy with this recreation, which was a request from a friend called Doko. So if you have any requests, leave it here in the comment section. I have a bunch of presets that I have to go through, but I'm going to go through all of them eventually. But as usual, if you want to support the channel, you can get me a coffee, or you can get our preset packs available here in the description below and in the top right corner. Or we have the preset packs that we've done for production music live and also for freshly squeezed samples that you can check available here in the description and in the top right corner. You can check all the presets from all packs that we've done as well. Let's get down to business and let's initialize Serum over here. We're going to also add an EQ over here that we're going to add afterwards. And we're going to use the initial preset from Serum. This is the MIDI, and we're gonna go here into Serum. So now in Serum, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the octaves to -2, the level all the way up, and we're gonna activate oscillator B. We're gonna put this to basic shape sine -2, and we're gonna put the level here to 38%, something like this. There you go. Okay. Now, also what we're going to do is we're going to pick this and put this FM from B, which is why the oscillator B is over there. So we want that kind of tonality from the sound. And lastly, if you listen to the original, it kind of pans a little bit more to the left. So we're going to put this a little bit more to the left as well. Now we're going here to the filter. In the filter, we're going to put this over here to around 17, something like this. And we're going to do envelope 1 over here. We're going to put the sustain a little bit down to somewhere like this. And we're going to put the decay to somewhere like this. Yes. And then release a little bit longer. Now, okay. We're going to also have to pick this over here. Put it a little bit down. Pick this over here. Put it a little bit up. A little bit only. And then we're going to pick this and modulate to the cutoff, because at the moment, we kind of don't listen to anything. And if you put A and B, we barely listen to something. So envelope 1, we're going to put this to 87 over here. Perfect. Now, in addition to that, we're also going to go here to envelope 2. We're going to put the sustain all the way down. Decay, we're going to put this to around 250. And then we're going to pick this and put it a little bit down than this line over here. Something like this. We're going to also modulate this with this over here to around 57. Now we're going to put the resonance over here to 41 and the drive a bit up. Lastly, what we're going to have to do over here, turn the sub on, octaves -1, direct out, and we're going to put this all the way to 0, back to envelope 1, and modulate this to 87 again. And essentially, that's it with the initial patch. We're just going to go now into the effects section. But before going into the effects section, if you're liking the video, hit the like button. If you're loving it, subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel a lot, and I really appreciate this. Let's get back to the tutorial. Before going to the effects, we're going to go here into the EQ. We're going to turn on a 48 dB cut at 100 Hertz. And we're going to turn on a 12 dB cut at 190 Hertz at 0.50. You can see that this changes the tonality. Now going into the effects, we're going to go hyper and dimension, then distortion, then compressor, then filter, EQ, delay, and reverb. So we're going to start here with the hyper and dimension. We're going to put the detune over here to 17. And the mix to around 19. But what is actually going to do a lot of change here is the dimension. So we're going to put this all the way down, and we're going to put this all the way up. Something like this. You can see how much of a change this does to the sound, and that's what we want with it. So now distortion. We're going to go and choose here a sine fold. And we're going to put the drive over here to around 16. Now, in addition to that, we're putting here the mix to 50. you can see that this completely crushes the sound, right? We're going to give a little bit more movement to this by adding a little bit of envelope to the drive. Just a tiny bit, just 4 over here. It's just going to give a little bit more movement in there. Before going to the compressor, because the compressor is going to change the sound a lot, we're going to go to the filter over here. And in the filter, we're going to choose MG Low 18. We're going to put this over here to around 9 and 10, something like this. Okay? We only listen over here now to the sub. What we're going to do here, we're going to go to envelope 3. We're going to put the sustain to around 34, something like this. The decay is going to go a little bit longer, actually. And the release is going to go a little bit longer as well. Now this is going to go a little bit like this, and this is also going to go a little bit like this. And we're going to put this over here in the cutoff to 80, 79, 80. In addition to that, we're going to boost the drive over here to 23. You can see how much of a boost this does. So without it. Now also, we're going to now activate the compressor, multi-band directly. We're going to put here -18, attack a little bit higher. We're going to let a little bit of the transients go through. And now the gain is going to go really high. This is going to change the sound a lot. But now what we're going to do here, we're going to pick these bands over here. The low is going to go all the way down. And the mids over here a little bit down. And the high a little bit up. So without it, with it. You can see the boost that it gives to the mids of the sound. Now also, what we're going to have to do over here, we're going to go over here and back to the filter. We're going to go to envelope 2, and we're going to give this 3 to 4, depending on what you want. This is going to give the attack of the sound. Maybe a little bit more over here. Okay, perfect. Now let's go to the EQ. And in the EQ, we're going to just give a little boost over here at 250, something like this. The Q is going to be all the way down. And the gain is going to go like just 1 dB, just something like this. Without it. So just a little bit of a bell boost over here. Now lastly, we're going to have to go to delay. Feedback is going to go a little bit higher. 1/8 to the right. And we're going to put this over here to 180, something like this. There you go. That's fine. This could be better. Boom. That's okay. And then the Q is going to go a little bit higher. Now this over here to 43. Perfect. Now reverb, which is our last step over here. 7.8 seconds. But we don't want that high end from the reverb, so we're going to do quite a drastic high cut over here. Now low cut as well, we're going to do quite a drastic low cut. Spin and depth all the way down. And this is going to go a little bit to around 43. And now the last step that we're going to do over here is just boost this a little bit to around 6 dB. And now if you want to compare it with the original. And that's it. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you loved it, subscribe to the channel. If you want to grab the presets and the MIDI, you can grab them here in the description below. They're all going to be available over there. And I hope to see you soon in the next Abstrakt video next week. Ciao.